Good morning, everyone. We are truly sorry for the late start of our proceedings this morning. Imam, you have the floor, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد جاءكم الفتح نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل والله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Ameen. Shukran, Imam C. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Chairman, Lord God Almighty, we continue to thank you for your goodness, your mercy, and your grace and your love to the people of this land, this nation, the Gambia. We thank you for the past week, and we thank you for ushering us to the beginning of another new week. As we begin our sitting this morning hour, the TRRC, we continue to ask that you do have mercy for the wrongs that have been done and been committed here many years past, for the evil that have been done from one person to another, even those who were supposed to protect and defend the law, misused the authority. We do ask that you have mercy upon these feelings in this land, and that, Lord, you continue to correct the situation as we sit in the TRRC, that wrongs will be righted, and that the hurt will be, those that are hurt will be pacified by your Holy Spirit's power. And we continue to commit, pray that reparations and all other necessary things will be in place in order that justice will take place in this land. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop. Council, we're having a bit of a late start, but are we ready with witness this morning? If we are, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, and members of the audience. We are ready to start, and we apologize for the lateness. The witness was sent on Trrc up the provinces during the weekend, so he has only been able to make it now, having traveled all the way from Farafenni to get here. So we apologize for the late start, but he's here nonetheless, and hopefully he will give us good testimony. Thank you. Bring in the witness, please.
Understood. Thank you very much for the explanation. I believe we are continuing with the theme on attack on civil servants and senior.
Public officials. Or public officers.
Public officers. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council, can we continue? Is that okay?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the witness is being ushered in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I, Lamin Job.
I, Lamin Job.
Man Lamin Job.
Lamin, so interpreter bi lakke olof. Yow nga repeat lim wax.
Okay.
I, Lamin Job.
Man Lamin Job.
I, Lamin Job.
Man Lamin Job.
Lamin, yow ci olof nga bëgg a wax. Da nga xaar interpreter bi wax ba pare. Wa nga doora wax.
I, Lamin Job.
Man Lamin Job.
Man Lamin Job.
Do swear that.
Mange watne.
Do swear that.
Mange watne.
Mange watne.
I'll speak the truth.
Dega lay wax.
Dega lay wax.
The whole truth.
Dega rek lay wax.
Dega rek lay wax.
And nothing but the truth.
Te duma wax dara li di dega.
Nothing less the truth. No dara gannaaw dega.
So help me God.
Yal na ma Yàlla dimbali.
Yàlla dimbali.
You may be seated, please.
Mun nga toog.
Good morning, Mr. Job.
Ñu ngi laa nuyu Lamin.
Maa ngi leen a fay.
Welcome to the TRRC.
Ñu ngi laa dalal TRRC fii.
Jërëjëf.
Thank you.
My name is Essa Mbaye-Fall.
maa ngi tudd Essa Mbaye-Fall.
My role today is to assist you to deliver your testimony to the Commission.
Suma taxawaay tey mooy pour dimbale la nga wax li nga war a wax sa li nga war a wax fii tey. pour nga wax ko commission bi dégg ko.
Jërëjëf.
mooy pour nga joxe sa seede. ndax commission bi dégg ko.
mooy nga joxe sa seede pour commission bi dégg ko.
As you already know, we are speaking in different languages.
Comme que yëg nga ne ñu ngi wax si ay làkka yu bari.
You should allow for whatever I say to be interpreted into the Wolof language for you to understand.
kon nag nga déglu tuuti moom li moo wax council bi li moo wax nga déglu ba ñu làppatoo ko ci wolof nga soog a tontu.
Jërëjëf. Thank you.
And if you do not understand a question, please ask me to explain it for you to better understand.
lépp lu ñu wax si fekkee ne xamuloo loolu lan la tekki nga laajte ñu faram-fàcceel la ko.
Jërëjëf. Thank you.
And also allow for about 3 seconds between speeches so that the speeches would not overlap.
ba pare ngay bàyyi ñetti simil ci diggante wax yi fekk ñaari wax yi duñ eeg ci ko duñ eegante fekk sa wax du eeg ci kaw beneen wax wala waxam du eega ci kaw sa wax.
wax yi duñ jaxasoo.
wax yi duñ jaxasoo waaw.
Okay. So again, welcome to the TRRC.
ba tey ñu ngi la dalal fii ci TRRC.
Thank you.
You have sworn to speak the truth.
waat nga ne dëgg rek ngay wax.
So let us start the hearing.
léegi mun nañoo door.
Could you tell us your full names, please?
mun nga ñoo wax sa tur ak sa santa.
Lamin Job.
I am Lamin Job.
Mr. Job, could you draw the microphone closer to you?
nga xëccal microphone bi mu jege la tuuti.
Maa ngi tudd Lamin Job.
Good.
My name is Lamin Job.
Good. And speak up and into the microphone so that we can hear you properly.
sooy wax nga wax ci kaw ba pare nga wax ci microphone bi pour sa wax bi gën a feeñ mu gën koo dégga.
You said your name is Lamin Job.
nga ne yaa ngi tudd Lamin Job.
What is your date and place of birth?
ban bés nga juddu ak foo juddoo.
Juddu 1965.
I was born in 1965.
August
August
30th,
August 30th. Bandeka.
Banjul.
I was born in Banjul.
Tell us briefly your biographical information, where you went to school, what work you do, and where.
wax ñu si lu gàtt rek yow fan nga dem fan nga jàngee ak loo doon di def bi nga jàngee ban façon liggéey ngay def.
liggéey Gambia Post Authority.
I worked at the Gambia Post Authority.
But before working, before you started work, you went through some form of schooling. Tell us about your educational background.
bala ngaa door liggéey dafa am foo jaaroon fi nga jàngee wax ñu yow yan école nga dem fi nga jàngee.
maa ngi jàngee Mohammedan
École
school.
would mean school.
School, sorry.
Mohammedan school.
I went to the Mohammedan school.
And when did you go to Mohammedan school?
kañ nga dem Mohammedan school.
1975, 75, 76, 77, 78. So laa fa jógee dem Fula Bantang dem jàngi alxuraan suma pa yóbbu ma foofu.
I studied from 1975 to 1978, and then I went to Fulaba Bantang to study the Quran. I was taken there by my father.
Proceed, please.
ñu ne nga continuer.
boobu ma fa jógee nag
After I left there,
si laa ñëw
I came
ay liggéey Gambia Post Authority.
and began working at the Gambia Post Authority.
Which year did you start working at the Gambia Ports Authority?
ban at nga door di liggéey ci Gambia Ports Authority.
2003. 2003.
I started working at the Gambia Ports Authority in 2003.
You said 2003.
Yeah.
All right. But prior to 2003, you were involved in national politics, weren't you?
Bala 2003 yaa ngi bokkoon ci mbiri politique si réew mi ndax loolu du dëgg.
waaw dëgg la bokkoon naa ci politique.
It's true, I was involved in politics.
Could you tell us about it?
mun nga ñoo wax mbiri politique boobu.
waaw since 2006.
Yes, since 2006.
laa dégg ci politics before UDP ñëw time PPP.
I was into politics before the UDP came into existence. At the time of the PPP.
Are you talking about 2006 or 1996?
1996 bu ñu formé UDP.
Sorry, in 1996 when the UDP was formed.
And have you ever attended a UDP rally during that time?
waxtu boobu ndax mus ngaa teew ci rally boo xam ne UDP ñoo def rally bi.
waaw mus naa koo teewee.
Yes, I once witnessed.
And which rally was that in 1996?
boobu ban rally la woon ci 1996.
defoon nañ benn in Fitzgerald Street.
They had one in Fitzgerald Street.
When was that? Was it in 1996 or was it in later years, as in 2002?
boobu kañ la woon. 1996 la woon wala bi at boobu passé la at yi ko toppa.
waaw bu at boobu passé amoon nañ rally.
After that year, there was a rally.
In your statement, you talked about a rally by the UDP at Fitzgerald Street in 2002. Can you remember that?
ci sa kaddu biñ binda wax nga rally biñ def 2002 Fitzgerald Street ndax mun nga fàttaliku boobu.
waaw boobu mun naa koo fàttaliku.
Yes, I can recall that one.
Could you tell us about that rally and what happened?
mun nga ñoo wax mbiri rally boobu ak lana xew.
rally boobu bu mu xewee.
When that rally took place,
2002.
in 2002,
man maa ngi fa woon.
I was there.
ci organizing committee bi laa nekkoon.
I was a part of the organizing committee.
pour ranger toogu yi ci mbedd mi foofu fi jaral.
When we came to arrange the seats on the highway.
So ñu arrange ba pare.
After we arranged.
So dañu door di ñëw.
And then they began to come in.
Ay xaw nañoo sakkan trop sax.
Until they were a little bit many.
So si la police yi ñëw.
That was when the police arrived.
Ay PIU officers.
Some PIU officers.
What time of the day did this happen?
Bobu ban waxtu la woon ci bëccëg bi li loolu xewee.
Around 4 to 5 daal.
It was between 4 and 5.
At this stage, were the UDP senior officials present?
Waxtu boobu ndax kilifa yu nekk ci parti UDP bi ndax time boobu ñoom ñëw nañ fekkee nañ ko.
Boobu kenn ak seen wut.
At that time, none of them arrived.
ñoo fa nekkoon ci ground bi rek di organize am na ñu doon ñëw.
We were the only ones on the ground organizing, and you had some people who were coming in.
Ay jigéen góor ak yooyu yëpp a doon ñëw.
Women, men, and others were all coming in.
So you told us the PIU arrived.
wax nga ñu ne PIU ñëw nañ foofu fekkaleen fa.
waaw ñëwoon nañ fa ak seen moto.
Yes, they came there with their vehicle.
Did they say anything?
ndax gars yi wax nañ dara.
waaw wax nañ dara bu ñëwee dañu wàccee ci moto bi.
Yes, they said something. When they came, they alighted from their vehicle.
ñëw ak seen masque yi seen defenders yi ak yooyu.
They came with their masks and their defenders and others.
What do you mean by defenders? Are you talking about shields?
waaw shields yi ñu dee téye nii pour in case soo saanee xeer ak yooyu.
Yes, the shields they normally hold to block any stones thrown at them.
And how many of them arrived?
Full pickup la.
ñoom ñi fa ñëw ñoom ñaata lañ woon.
Full pickup la.
It was a full pickup.
Up to 20 to 24 daal full pickup.
Between 20 and 24, it was a full pickup.
And did they say what they wanted?
ñoom ndax wax nañ lan lañ bëggoon.
waaw wax nañ ko bu ñëwee.
Yes, they said so when they arrived.
Do you recall who they spoke to?
ndax mun nga fàttaleku ñoom ñoo kan a wax.
parce que man wax nañoo man maa nekkoon ci ground bi time boobu.
Yes, because they spoke to me. I was the one on the ground at that time.
And what did they say?
ñoom lan lañ waxoon.
ñu ooma dama meeting bi dañ ko ñëw dañ am instruction dañoo raj meeting bi.
They called me and told me that they've got instructions to cancel that meeting.
maa ngi leen ñun dañ am permit.
I told them that we had a permit.
The permit bi police yéen ñu ko jox.
And that permit was issued by you yourselves, the police.
So ñu ne ñoom from State House dañ amee order.
But they said they got their orders from State House.
ñu ne meeting bi dañ ko raj UDP duñ fi meeting.
And that meeting was to be cancelled. The UDP was not going to hold that meeting there.
When they said that they got their instructions from State House, do you know who in State House or from State House they were referring to?
bi gars yi waxee ne ñoom ñi leen jox order bi kaddu bi State House la jógee ndax xam nga kana leen jox order boobu.
Yaya Jammeh moo leen ko jox parce que time boobu moom mooy joxe order.
Yaya Jammeh gave them the instructions because at that time he was the one who would give orders.
And when they said they received orders from State House that this meeting or this rally should not proceed, you understood him to mean that it was your Yaya Jammeh who instructed that the meeting be stopped from happening.
So bi gars yi waxee ne order bi State House la jógee so loolu dafa firi ci yow ne order bi Yaya Jammeh moo ko joxe pour ñu wax leen ne pour ngeen cancel meeting bi.
waaw loolu mooy li am.
That was what happened.
Mr. Chair, we allow for a change of interpreters. The Wolof interpreter has just arrived and she's settling in. Thank you. So, and when you told them that you have a permit and that the permit was issued by the police, what did they say?
Bang len waxé né am ngeen permit te permit bi police ñoo len ko jox ñom luñ wax.
Wa ñom dañ na dal meeting bi dafa racc. with all means.
Well, they said that the meeting had to stop by all means.
And what happened after that?
There was a lot of push and pull between us.
You told us that they were about 24 in number. How many party supporters were with you?
We were many. You wouldn't be able to count because the whole place was filled up.
But at this stage, has the party leadership arrived?
At that time, none of them came. We organized the stage and all other things. But it was us, the militants, who were on the ground.
So you talked about this push and pull. Could you describe this push and pull? Make us understand what was happening on the ground at that time.
wax nga fi mbiri xëccante bu amoon seen diggante léegi dañ bëgg nga waxal ñu xëccante boobu naka la demee woon naka la meloon jamono boobu.
xëccante bi ni mu demee mooy ñoom day ñëw ñu mission bi dafa ràcc ñu la mission bi du ràcc.
The push and pull was this. They came and said that the meeting was not going to hold, and we said that the meeting was going to go ahead.
So ñu ne leen fu mu nekk nii ñun bañuñ ci dara.
We said to them, at this point in time, we are ready for anything. It's either the meeting holds or we kill each other here with you. So we were there, and there was a lot of quarrel. The women got up. The men got up. Some took the seats.
Plastic chairs by that time.
In those days, the plastic chairs were not yet in circulation. You had the iron chairs.
So both sides,
so the two sides got up and started attacking each other.
The police officers, or the PIU as you call them, were they armed with any forms of weapons?
ñi nga xamne ñom ñoy police yi moy PIU yi comme ni nga ko waxe ndax ñom andon nañu yeen gannaay
wa amna sergeant bu ci nekk ki topa ci SO bi SI bi.
Yes, there was a sergeant who was deputizing the SI.
Ngum nga AK-47.
He was having an AK-47.
And by SI you mean sub-inspector?
Yeah, he's a sub-inspector.
That's right. And he had an AK-47.
Yeah. AK-47.
How about the other officers?
Defenders. Why Sergeant Bitwapachi SOB, on AK-47.
They had their batons and their shields, but the sergeant who was next to the SI had an AK-47.
Almost standby on.
He was on standby. When things got mixed up, he stood aside, pulled the trigger. At that time, they were being the stones were being thrown at them.
They were being pelted
with stones. Thank you, sir. In fact, we fought with them there. I was beaten.
6 of them,
6 of them, and they put us on top of their pickup.
Tell us about the beating, your own beating.
I was beaten with their batons on all parts of my body.
After my flat.
Until I went into a coma.
You became unconscious. Unconscious.
I became
unconscious. He
fainted. I fainted.
But I'm not straps.
They were stamping on me with their boots. They were walking on my body. That was when I was thrown onto the pickup. That sergeant I told you about took the gun and faced me and said to me, if you get up here, we are going to kill you.
Do you recall that sergeant's name?
You wouldn't recognize them because they were putting on their mask. But the SO,
naka kauma Sawane.
I heard, I think they were calling him Sawane.
You see referring to SO or SI?
SI la dal something like that. Momo lead guy.
It was the SI or something like that. He was the one leading them.
And were you the only person who was thrown into the pickup vehicle?
Bañ la sanni ca biir pickup ba ndax yow kenn rek lañ fa sanni woon.
Déedéet.
No.
Waaye man lañ njëkk a sànni ci pickup bi after ñu dem ogo convoy si.
I was the first to be thrown onto the pickup.
And what happened to the others?
Ñeneen ñi nag ñoom lu leen dal ñoom lu xew ci
ñoom dañ leen téye bu ñu leen dóoree ba pare tam ñu jam leen ci pickup bi.
They arrested them. After beating them, they were also thrown on board the pickup.
Were you all men or were there also some women?
Yéen ñëpp ay góor ngeen woon ndax amoon na jigéen yu nekkoon seen biir.
Pour daal ñun jot a jàpp ñun ñëpp góor lañ.
There, those that were arrested were all men.
How many of you were arrested?
Ñaata ci yéen lañ arrestoon?
There are 6 in number.
Do you recall who the other 5 were?
Fàttaliku nga yeneen juróomi ñan lañ?
Waaw mun naa cee fàttaliku ñaar.
Yes, I can recall 2.
Kenn ki mu ngi tudd Fabakary Sonko mu ngi dëkk Essew.
One is called Fabakary Sonko. He's from Esau.
Kenn ki Ablaye Ndiaye la tudda.
The other one is Ablaye Ndiaye,
mu ngi dëkk Mayamba.
a resident of Mayamba.
Waa ñi ci des na mënuma fàttaliku seen names yi.
But the rest, I cannot recall their names.
Could you tell us the injuries that you sustained?
Dañu mën a wax yow mi sa bopp yan gaañu nga am.
Waaw dóor nañ ma ay baatin suma yaram bi.
They beat me with batons on my body.
Dama strap ak seen tànka yi.
They were stamping on me
Ñii
with
di
their
ma
feet.
mount.
Some were kicking me.
Yeah, so yooyu yëpp maa ngi koo feel ba léegi.
All of those, I am still feeling it up to today.
Parce que léegi ma dem am feel uncomfortable ma dem lopitaan pour dem checking.
Once in a while, I feel uncomfortable and I go to the hospital for checking.
Katuma su sedda bi ñëwee.
Especially when the cold season comes.
C'est là des encounter injuries yu bari.
That is when I encounter a lot of injuries.
Fi ma toog nii sax maa ngi ko am ma feel sax.
Even where I am seated, there is something that I am feeling.
But can you describe the physical injuries that you had during that time?
Dañu mën a waxal gaañu yi nga am ci sa yaram bi jamono booba.
Waaw benn ngi nii maa woon benn.
One is here.
It's 24 stitches.
24 stitches here.
This happened on that incident in 2002.
Because of the batons that they were hitting me, and I was using my hand to defend.
Could you stand up and show the commissioners? You can come nearer, just a bit nearer, so that they could see. Okay, all right, thank you very much. Mr. Chair, perhaps at the appropriate time we will take pictures, photographs of the injuries and we would submit them. Mungatog, you said 24 stitches. Were those 24 stitches on one arm or on both arms?
Wax nga ne juróom-ñaari ñaw lañ la jox.
Ñaar fukk ak ñeent.
ñaw sorry. Léegi ci benn loxo bi la na ñaar loxo yëpp mbooleen seen mooy ñaar fukk ak ñeenti.
Waaw yëpp ci benn loxo bi la parce que dafa affect suma sidit bi.
All is on the one hand because it affected my vein.
Parce que Yàlla ma musal ni kon suma loxo bi fa di yaaxu ji.
I was saved by God, otherwise my whole hand would have been spoiled. It got to a point where I could not even stretch my hand. They usually massaged me. My sister usually helped me in the morning to massage my hand. Because they said that the oil from the goat, from the fat of the goat, is usually is good for it. That it is good for the veins.
A couple of months,
They took a couple of months where I used to put my hand in a sling.
After buñ ma dooree di ma massage si laa door di feel mais gis naa ne daal suma loxo baa ngi tane fu mu nekk nii.
It was after they started massaging me that I started feeling my hand and able to stretch it.
Apart from injuries to your hands, did you suffer any other injuries?
gannaaw gaañu gaañu yi nga am nag ci sa loxo yi ndax am na yeneen boor ci sa yaram yoo xam ne gaañu nga fa.
waaw suma biir yaram bi suma yax yi dañ ma dóor dama de am internal injury.
Yes.
suma biir yaram bi.
Inside my body, my bones, I have internal pain.
Did you suffer any bleeding during the time?
jamono jooju ndax yaa ngi doon nàcca.
waaw nàccoon naa suma digg gannaaw bi fii.
Yes, I bled at my back.
ma daan bleed.
I was bleeding.
And your 5 other colleagues who were also arrested with you, were they also beaten?
sa yeneeni juróomi naataango yi nga xam ne yéen ñëpp lañ arresté ndooroon ndax ñoom tam dooroon nañ leen.
dóor yu métti sax.
Severe beating, in fact.
Serious beating.
And you described the beating that they sustained.
mën nga ñoo waxal ñoom tam yan façon ngi dóor lañ leen doon dóor.
after bu ñu jógee ci meeting ground ba ñu yóbbu police station.
After we left the meeting ground and
for now, let's focus at the meeting ground. We would get to the events that happened at the police. We just want to understand exactly what happened to all of you.
léegi nañ emagum rek ci place meeting bi la nga xam ne moo fa xew balaa ñoo dem ci police bi dañ bëgg a xam yéen ñëpp ku ci nekk lan moo la dal.
comme li ma dal rek moo leen dal dañ doon dóor ay baatin leen strap.
what happened to me is the same thing that happened to them. They were beaten with batons and also stamped on.
But let's take for every single one of them. Were they being beaten by one person or by a group?
léegi nañ leen jël par benn benn ñoom biñ leen di dóor kenn naa leen doon dóor ndax mbooloo moo leen doon dóor.
ñoom ñëpp a ñu doon dóor.
They were all beating us.
Instead the driver bi rek moo toogoon ci bar bi kooku moo wàccutoon waaye all ñu nekkoon ci pick-up bi ñëpp a ñëw.
Except the driver who was seated by the steering wheel. Otherwise, all the others were involved.
You mean to say about 24 PIU personnel armed with truncheons or batons were assaulting the 6 of you?
da nga bëgg a wax ne ñaar fukk ak ñeenti ñooñu nga xam ne ñooy waa PIU yi amee woon seen i gànnaay yooyu seen yar yeeg seen dokke yi ñoo leen tiimoon di leen dóor.
ñu ngi doon dóor.
They were the ones beating us.
ñoom ñëpp biir pick-up bi sax bu ñëw di dem sax ñu ñëw dóor on the way.
Inside the pickup. In fact, even while we were on our way going, the beating continued.
Your other colleagues, what types of injuries did they sustain?
sa yeneen naataango yi nag ban façon ngi gaañu lañ am.
waaw du ñàkk nag mënuma koo xam na waaye tamit du ñàkk ne am nañ injury daal.
I am not able to say, but it is obvious that they would get injuries.
parce que suñ la dóor di la strap ni ak seen daala yi di la mount foo jaar di nga war a sustain injury.
Because if they are beating you up and stamping on you and kicking you with their boots, inevitably you will sustain injuries.
parce que du ma mën a xam ban façon injury waaye xam naa ne I am sure ne am nañ injury.
But I cannot say what kind of injuries they are, but I am sure they had injuries.
man fu ma amee injury ñooñu lan la ñoo xaar.
Because where I got injuries, it's obvious that they too would.
parce que ni ñu ma doon dóoree noonu lañ doon dóoree the same thing.
Because the manner in which I was being beaten was the same manner the others were beaten too.
so man moo tax ma ne am sure ne am nañ injury.
That is why I said I am sure that they would have injuries.
And tell us what happened when you arrived at the police station.
wax ñu lan a xew ba ngeen eggee ci police station ba.
dañ jógee from Fieral dem police station direct dañ wàcce ci pick-up bi rek gaa yóbbu ñu seel rek dom ñu ci seel bi direct.
We left the Fitzgerald Street and got to the police station. As soon as we arrived, we were dumped inside a cell.
Which police station were you taken to?
ban police station lañ leen yóbbu woon.
Banjul police station.
The Banjul police station.
At the Banjul police headquarters, correct?
ca makaani police yi ci Banjul la woon.
foofu la woon ci main police station bi in Banjul.
That was.
And which cell were you taken to? Did the cell at the station itself or the cells or other cells within the premises of the police headquarters?
yan cell lañ leen dugaloon cell yi nekk ci police station bi ci boppam la wala cell yi nga xam ne ñoo wër police station bi.
soo duggee rek ci biir police ci gannaaw comptoir bi rek mooy main cell bi nga am noonu rek foofu la ñu yóbbu woon ñun ñëpp.
As you get inside, behind the counter, the main cell there is where we were taken to.
Were all 6 of you thrown into that cell?
yéen juróom benn yëpp lañ sànni ci biir cell bi.
the same ñun ñëpp lañ boole doom ñu ci biir cell bi.
The same, all of us together, dumped in the cell.
But were there any detainees in that cell prior to you being put in there?
bañ leen a sànni ci biir cell bi ndax fekkoon ngeen kenn koo xam ne ñu ngi ko jàppoon ci biir cell bi foofu.
bu cell baa ngi fees dal ay nit.
The cell was full up with people.
na ñoom ñu ngi leen téye different people ñëpp a ngi fa.
Different people who were under custody.
You are telling us that the cell was full with people, and yet they added another 6 into the cell.
dang ñu bëgg a wax ne cell bi mu ngi feesoon del ak nit ba pare ñu ñëw yokkaat ci yeneen juróom benn ci biir cell bi.
waaw dafa over fees ba nga xam ne ñun ci suuf lañ doon tëdda.
Yes, it was completely full up until we had to lie on the floor.
sa mbuba bi nga simi nga lal ko nga tëdda.
You will undress your shirt, spread it on the ground, and lie on it.
Can you tell us about the conditions of that cell at the time?
ñu mën a wax jamono jooju cell bi naka la meloon yan anam la nekkoon.
dafa tilim torop.
It was very dirty.
But yaa ngi am bad scent.
You had a bad scent as well.
Seven fu nekk la jógee both sides.
And urine was coming from all sides.
su boor setee doo mun a nokki foo jaar nga jël sa mbubu teg ko sa bakkan.
In the morning, you will not be able to breathe. You have to take something and cover your nose.
guddi moo gën a métti tam.
It was more difficult during the night.
man dama daan wax ne sax man suma xaalis nañ ci génne gënal ñu mun tayga waaye déedéet ñu duñ ko def.
I used to suggest that they will use my money and buy mosquito coils for us, but they will say no, they will not do it. And that was where we were, being bitten by mosquitoes. When you kill a mosquito, you will think it's a hen because of the amount of blood. The whole cell was filled up with mosquitoes.
How many of you were in that cell, if can you recall?
Less than 50-something people. More than 50-something people. More than 50-something people in the cell.
More than 50 people were inside the cell.
And what's the size of that cell?
Cell bi mom reyay bi naka la tollu?
Could you show us by the cubicle that is right behind you?
Mun nga ñu ko misalal rek ci cubicle bi nekk sa gannaaw nonu.
When
you open the door, it's a long cell, but it's not wide.
Concrete floor.
There were some plywoods placed on the concrete floor.
So you didn't take concrete floor. The
plywoods were placed on top of the concrete floor.
Plywood
And all of those plywoods were bug infested. Before we lay down, we will normally hit those planks against the floor, and you see the bed bugs falling off on the ground. If you don't do that, you would not be able to sleep.
8 nights. 8 nights.
Particularly, I spent there 8 nights, but there has not been one single night where I was able to sleep. Because you are unable to sleep. The mosquitoes. It's your shirt that you will take to tie your head, and despite that, you will not be able to sleep.
So
if you don't sleep, the mosquitoes are biting you, and the bed bugs too are biting you.
How about ventilation? Those cells, were they well ventilated?
Naka folende amé ngalaw nak cell bi amon na fen fo ngalaw di duggé.
Waaw amna fu gaay ubi won ci ci biti so taxawé ci biti amna grillage buñ fa defon.
Yes, there was a place that was opened. There was a place which had a wear gush.
Fofu la ngelaw bi di duggé.
That is where the air comes in through.
Fofu sa dang dan dem sa so bëggé gis nit da nga dem taw fofu nga gis sa ben friend buy romba.
In fact, that's the place you usually go to if you wanted to see someone outside.
But after they knew Fatako.
But after that place was closed.
How was it blocked? Was it blocked so that air cannot come in, or was it blocked so that you could not see outside?
Naka lañ ko faté dañ ko fatta pour bu ngalaw dugga wala dañ ko fatta pour bu len mëna gis ci biti.
First time grillage fa nekkon di nga mëna gis ci biti.
Before there was where gush where you could see outside.
So after ci lañ ñoo indi block seal ko completely.
It was after that that they brought in blocks and they completely sealed it off.
There's no ventilation, do am ngelaw.
There was no ventilation, you would not have air in. Except if they brought in a new detainee and opened the main door, that was when you had air coming in.
But Mr. Job, there would undoubtedly be some little inlet which would allow air into the cell. Otherwise, all of you would have died.
Why Job xejna du ñaka nak pax bu ndaw bo xamne xejna dinañ ko ubbi fu ngalaw di duggé lu ko moy nak yeen ñepp bo len amul ngalaw li ngeen dédé
waaw ngelaw place ngelaw amna fa parce que amna so duggé ci sel bi so tédé ni wol bi nga jakarol maraj bi amna ay pax block holes.
Yes, there was an outlet for air to come in because on the wall there were some little holes where air used to come in.
Bo ci bir police station bi la fété nak.
But that was facing the police station. If you stood behind the counter, you faced that place.
How were you doing for food?
Naka ngeen doon def nak ci mbiri lekka?
Lekka de man xana suñu wa kër ñoo ma daan indi lekka.
As for food, my family was bringing me food.
Man ni lay lekka ay share with people dañ ko indi bool bu mag ñu tek ko ñu lekka.
When they brought my food, I shared with big people. It was usually a big bowl.
They provide police.
The police used to provide food. There were people who cooked for them and they brought it in.
Prisoner's diet.
That is what they called the prisoner's diet. I have not eaten that. I could not even eat it.
Why?
I am used to eating good food. I could not eat that kind of food. Because my surname is Job and I eat only sweet things. It was only my family that could bring me food which I was able to eat.
You said that you were also beaten while you were in the cells. Tell us about that.
That was in the night. They used to come in the night with their batons and their hose pipes. Some of them had whips, and that's what they used to beat us up.
That's a whip.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say a lemar.
Yeah, that's a whip, I suppose. That's an animal in the sea. After they fish it out, they used to...
it's the skin of an octopus.
They flay it.
Octopus? No, it's not. It's a baby shark, I think. It's a baby shark. Yes, it's a baby shark.
Baby shark, yeah.
That is caught and dried and weaved into a whip. I understand it is deadly. You know, it is.
Council, if they flay it as fresh as it is, and they dry it up before it gets completely dry, they weave it into a foam, and that is how it dries up until it gets completely dry. And if it is dried up, it remains in that shape. It doesn't revert to any other thing. If you measure it, it can be of this length. And they will bore a hole at the tip there and then put a string there. And then they will put it on their hands usually. And then come in the night. And they come and torture us seriously.
8 nights in
all the 8 nights we had there were accompanied with beatings.
Did you sustain any injuries?
Yes. At the middle of my back. They will not just beat you up with that way.
Hose pipe water pipe.
Some had hose pipes, like the black water pipes. Some are hitting here, others are hitting over there.
But you were about 50 plus in the cell. How did they know who to beat?
No, you
juróom fukki nit ak dara la woon ci biir seel boobu naka la ñoo xamee kan ak kan lañ war a
ñun arrest from the political ground.
Those of us that were arrested from the political ground, we were the ones they were beating. The others were not among.
So how do they recognize you when they arrive in the cells?
Léegi buñ dugasee ci biir seel bi naka la ñoo xàmmee yéen a jógee ci political ground bi.
They know us, of course, because they arrested us. They arrested us.
When
they come, they used to select us and call us to a side.
So that
was how we were being taken aside and beaten up.
Do you recognize any of the officers who were involved in beating you?
ñi nga xam ne ñooy officer yi leen doon dóor nag ndax xàmmee woon nga ci kenn.
You would not be able to recognize them because they wore masks. And because it was in the night.
Do you know which force or which unit in the forces they belong to?
ñooñu leen doon dóor na xam nga ci ban fànn lañ bàyyeekoo ci wàllu bunti kaaraange gi.
ay PIU officer lañ.
They were PIU officers.
dañoo sumi seen uniforme sa desee ngeen so.
They will remove their uniform and only have singlets on them. When they are coming for the torture sessions, they will remove their uniform and only come in their singlets. And then put on their helmets. You know, that way to recognize someone is going to be very difficult.
You said you were beaten every night for the 8 nights you were there. How long would each torture session last?
nga ne juróom-ñetti fan yi ngeen fa am yépp guddi gu jot dinañ leen di dóor damano liñ leen di dóor nag naka la dee toll ci waxtu.
waaw daf dee nekk around 1 p.m. 1 a.m. 2 p.m. ci lañ dee ñëw.
ci ban diir appi dóor bi nu mu dee toll.
waaw daf dee métti nag trop daf dee yàgga.
It's usually very hard and it takes a long time.
You do over 30 minutes.
We'll be beaten for well over 30 minutes.
You them.
And then they will depart.
So good evening, team more The
next night, another team will come in.
But then they change duties.
Because they used to change duties.
While let's take a step back to the aborted rally. Apart from the fact that they did not want this rally to go ahead, did they say anything about the UDP?
ñu dellu gannaaw tuuti nag ci rally ba boobu nga xam ne moom lañ tere woon gannaaw ne nag bu fa rally ba am ndax am na dara loo xam ne waxoon nañ ko lu aju ci mbiri parti UDP.
waaw wax nañ ko lu bari sax.
Yes, they said many things.
Can you tell us?
mun nga ñu koo wax.
waaw ñu ne UDP ñoom ñoo tax jàmm amul ci dëkk bi.
They said it is because of the UDP, that is why there is no peace in the country.
Problem bu nekk ci Gambia bi fi UDP ko de create.
That any problem that is in this country is being created by the UDP.
ñu ñooy anti Yaya Jammeh.
And that they were the anti Yaya Jammeh.
ana ko Yaya Jammeh fu jaar nañ ko against.
President. I said to them, Yaya Jammeh must be opposed at all cost. Whether he likes it or not, we will oppose him. Because what he is doing in the country is not correct.
And of course, this was in 2002.
Yes.
2002
All was part of it.
But is it also true that these party militants who were on the ground were attacking the PIU forces?
ndax dëgg la tamit nag ne waa parti UDP ñu ngi doon songa ñi nga xam ne ñooy PIU yi para yi.
waaw ñu ngi doon songa ba jamante ñoom xeer.
Yes, they were attacking them and they were pelting each other with stones.
man fàttaliku naa ne sax sergeant sa door naa ko toogu man toogu weñ.
I remember that the sergeant himself, I hit him with an iron chair.
And regardless of what the police did, you know very well that it's in fact a criminal offense in this country to assault a police officer.
Lu uté sax police yi loolu nga xamné def nañ ko ndax xam ngeen ne loi nanguwut nga dal ci kaw ki nga xamné police la.
Loolu moom dëgg la parce que ñoom nit ñëwee suñ kaw la loolu moo tax.
That is true, but it's the manner in which they came to us.
Suñ ñëwoon peacefully.
If they had come peacefully,
dañ ñëw doole.
They came forcefully.
Did you act in self-defense? You are under oath. Did you act in self-defense or did you attack them?
Danga wadde ndax yow da ngeen doon songa ngir da ngeen doon sowe seen boppa wala yéen da ngeen leen songa rek.
Waaw parce que ñun bu ñu songee ñun dóor ñu ba pare ci la suñu gaay yëpp jóg leen attaque.
Yes, after they attacked us, beat us up, that was when our people got up and also started attacking them.
Parce que meeting la.
Because it was a meeting.
So you attack a militants meeting in political ground.
If you attack the militants in a political meeting, anything can happen. It's just like a failed wrestling contest.
So
everywhere. It was coming from all. That was how it was.
Thank you very much. So you were in detention for about 8 nights. What happened afterwards?
Léegi ñu ngi leen jàppoon teg leen benn place lu toll ci juróom-ñetti fan gannaaw loolu nag lan moo xew.
waaw dañu oo yu génne ñu ci cells yóbbu ñu ci kaw am na benn office bu mag foofu la ñu yóbbu.
They took us out of the cells and took us upstairs to an office.
So bu ñu fa yóbboo.
After they took us there.
So ñu toog police yi toog am na seen benn commandant la xaw ma OC la daal.
We sat down with the police and one of their OCs.
ngi sol white dress.
He was dressed in white.
So you don't advise.
He was the one advising us.
So you advise bail.
After advising us, he asked if we could have someone to bail us. I said to him, yes, I will have someone to bail me. He asked me who is going to bail you. I told him my younger brother, my biological brother, will bail me. That time he just arrived from the UK. He bailed me.
So it passed away 2 years ago.
He passed away 2 years ago. His name was Pajob.
Were you ever taken before a court about this particular incident?
No,
you court.
No, we were not taken to court.
Even when you bail,
even when I was bailed and the others were bailed also.
We
were reporting and going.
So reporting over 1 to 2 months.
We reported for well over 2 months.
So you can talk. So and
then they asked us to stay, and that when they needed us, they will call us. Until today, that's the end of it.
So it was the following year you started working at the GPA, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And what was your job at the GPA?
I'm a seaman.
I'm a seaman.
Did you have any particular functions at the time at the GPA?
jamono joju amna dara lo xamne mo nekkon sa liggéey fofu ci GPA.
Wa am a deckhand ci bir gal gi la doon liggéey as a sailor.
Yes, I'm a deckhand on the ship.
And you continue to work at the GPA until 2011 and beyond.
Nga continue nak di liggéey fofu ca GPA ba atum 2011 ba lu ko wessu.
Wow.
Yes.
And could you tell us in 2011 where in the GPA you were working?
Ñu mëna wax ba 2011 ci fan nga doon liggéey ci ban fan ci GPA fa nga doon liggéey?
Wa bu yépp ma ngi doon liggéey ci gal gi ma ngi on operation la nekk.
All that while I was working on the ship under operations.
Did you at any point in time moved on to ferries?
Amna ben jamono bo xamne nak taxu won nga dem ci ferry bi.
Waaw man ferry suma life career fa la ko defé parce que GPA ñoo mom ferry.
Yes, I did my life career on the ferries. The ferries are owned by the GPA.
The Gambia Ferry Services belongs to GPA.
All of them are under one company.
So when you said that you were a deckhand, were you referring to being a deckhand on the ferries or in some other vessel?
So wahene linyo wahane deckhand mom nga won bobu time nak ci bir ferry bi nga ko don defé wala ci yenen gali?
No, ci bir ferry bi ci bopam.
On the ferry in particular.
While you were working at the ferry, did you have occasion to meet senior leaders of your party, the party you supported at the time?
Bi nga liggéey ci ferry bi ndax di nga amon na jamono yo xamne na di nga daan mëna gissé ak njiti parti bi nga xamne mom nga doon faral jamono bobu?
Every time ma gis ko.
Every time I saw them.
Suma amé soxla ci mom dama fa dé dem.
If I had any business to do with him, I would go to him.
Té suy jala pour dem dex gi daf ma dé call.
And when he's crossing to go to the provinces, he usually called me.
And
when he comes to, I used to give him his due, do for him everything that he wanted.
I'll take care of it.
Being the convoys that will go along with him, I took care of all of that. I'll make sure that all the vehicles are on the ferry.
But you saying he. Who are you referring to as he? Wait for the interpretation.
Why yangi nan mom so ne mom la na kan la moy kan?
That is Usainu Dabo.
That's the party leader.
So whenever Mr. Dabo went on Trrc, passing through the ferry, you would assist to get the convoy inside the ferry and to accord him his due, as you call it. What do you mean by his due?
Mungi melni jamono jo xamé né Usainu Dabo mu ngi jall ci ferry bi ding ko dé jappalé ak moto yim andal yépp nga duggal ko ci ferry bi defal ko li nga xamné mom la yello so waxé né lim yello nak moy lan
lim yello moy mu duggal ci ferry bi.
His due is that he boards the ferry.
Man dina ko jox VIP treatment na ko yobu ko ci captain bridge bi mu tok.
I'll give him a VIP treatment, take him to the captain's bridge where he will sit.
Ana mom mu ne ma
except if he tells me, except if he tells me I want to sit inside the vehicle. Except that, but if he wants to alight from the vehicle, I'll walk him to the bridge where he will sit down. I was doing that for a long time, and that's where the targeting started from.
Why were you doing it?
Because I have to give him his due. He's an important personality. And he's my party leader too. I have to give him that status.
Excuse me. Saying he was your party leader. Were you formally a member of the UDP at the time?
Yang doon wax ne sa njiti parti la woon ndax yow bindu woon nga pour nekk koo xam ne danga doomi parti bi nga woon jamono jooju UDP.
I'm a full member council.
Translation, interpretation, excuse me.
Mu ne moom doomi parti bu fees del la.
My party membership card.
I have my party membership card. I will not get into something and then fan back. When I go in wholeheartedly. I don't backslide in what I do.
All my membership card is with me.
Your membership into the UDP or in the UDP, did you make it known publicly?
Li nga bokk ci bi parti UDP bi ndax siiwal nga ko feeñal nga pour ñepp xam ne yaa ngi ci parti UDP.
Ana Gambia fi ana ko xamut. Waaye man ñepp xam nañu man doomi UDP la.
In the Gambia here, except anyone that doesn't know, but all know that I am a member of the UDP.
Parce que nëbbuwuma ko.
Because I did not hide it.
Parce que foo bokk soo bokkee parti loo cee nëbbu.
Because where you belong, if you belong to a party, why would you hide that fact?
Everybody have a choice of your party. Any Gambian.
Képp koo xam ne waa Gambia nga nag am nga droit nag pour wone yow fa nga féete.
My membership of the UDP is where they started targeting me at my place of work.
Do you appreciate that at the time you were a public officer?
nangu nga ne jamono bobu yow yang doon liggéeyal nguur gi
civil servant la.
I knew I was a civil servant.
Well, you may not have been a civil servant, but you are definitely a public officer.
mun naa am nekkuloo ne yang doon liggéey ci nguur gi waaye yang doon liggéeyal askan wi.
loolu dëgg la.
That is true.
And you appreciate that there are rules that govern the involvement of public officers in politics.
te am na sarta yoo xam ne mu ngi ëmba pour koo xam ne mu ngi liggéeyal askan wi pour mu war a bokka ci li nga xam ne moo di politique dugal loxoom ci politique am na yoo xam ne nanguwuñ ko ci.
waaw loolu dëgg la.
That is true.
But Mr. Chair, I just want to refer to the general orders and the Code of Conduct and Public Service Rules and Regulations.
dama bëgg a sukkandiku nag ci li nga xam ne mooy sarta yi ak yoon yi ñu war a jaar ci liggéeykati nguur yi.
Yes, I just want to draw attention to section 3103, and it says as follows, that every officer is entitled to his own political views and may, if qualified, vote at elections.
fànn gi nga xam ne nag moom lay jàng nii muy ñetteeli junne ak téeméer ak ñetti fànn bi wane nañ ne mun ngaa bokk ci parti bu la neex te it mun ngaa oote ci jamono ji ñoo sànnee karta.
He may become a member of a political party or organization.
mun ngaa bokk ci parti politique wala ci mbootaay.
But may not accept any office, whether paid or unpaid, permanent or temporary, in any political party or organization.
waaye nag waruloo nangu jël benn place ci parti politique wala ci mbootaay politique pour loo xam ne dinañ la fa war di fay wala lu demee noonu.
Nor may he make speeches.
warutoo gaaralit ay kàddu.
Join in demonstrations.
bokkay tamit ci ay ñaxtu.
Or in any other way indicate publicly his support for any political party or organization.
wala ci benn anam boo xam ne dina mun a fésal bokk boo xam ne bokk nga ci political party wala ci parti wala ci benn mbootaay.
Were you aware of that?
ndax loolu yëgoon nga ko xamoon nga loolu.
loolu am na dëgg la.
That is something that is in existence. It's true.
dëgg gu wér la.
That is clear truth.
waaye man politique suma deret la nekk du ma dee nubu.
But the politics was in my blood, and I couldn't hide.
dama fekk suma pa di politique.
I was born and I found my father in politics.
dama ko inherit suma pa.
And I inherited it from my father.
That all that may be true.
loolu yëpp mun naa doon dëgg.
But the rules in public service.
waaye nag sarta yi nga xam ne moom la liggéeykati nguur gi àndal.
Indicate that you should not publicly make known the political party or organization you support.
feeñal na ne waruloo fésal parti politique wala mbootaay boo xam ne yaa ngi ko àndaa moom di ko faral.
Or be actively involved in political activities openly.
wala di yëngu lool ci mbiri politique fésal ko ba ñëpp di ko gis.
loolu dëgg la.
That is true.
So you would agree that while you made it known publicly that you were a UDP supporter and party member, you are violating the rules that governed your tenure as public officer.
bon nag war ngaa xam ne pour fésal sa bokka boo xam ne yaa ngi ko bokka ci parti UDP loolu dafa mel ni yaa ngi yàqal luwaa bi nga xam ne moom la sa liggéey bi war a àndal.
loolu mooy dëgg loolu I agree.
That is true.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I ask that the revised general orders and code of conduct and public service rules and regulations be admitted as Exhibit 122.
Kayit bi nag ñu dugal ko ci biir kayiti seede yi tuddee ko Exhibit 122.
Request granted. Council, if you can just clarify, general orders and code of conduct are two different instruments, or is just one instrument?
It's one document.
Splendid. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Job, in as much as you have agreed that you clearly violated the rules,
Mr. Job, fi mu nekk nangu nga ne yow yàq nga luwaa bi fecca nga sarta yi.
It's true.
but it is equally true that during that time, a lot of public officers were showing their support for the APRC.
waaye ba léegi tamit dëgg la de ne am na ñoo xam ne ñoom tam ñu ngi doon liggéey ci askan wi ñoom tam ñu ngi fesaloon ànda boo xam ne ànd nañ ko ak parti APRC.
ay civil servants sax.
Even civil servants.
ñoo dem ak APRC too fu nekk.
They will go on APR stores.
Sol t-shirt Yaya Jammeh.
Put on Yaya Jammeh's t-shirts.
ñu ngi serve public bi.
And they were public servants.
su Yaya Jammeh jógee too di ñëw the same thing nga dee gis.
If Yaya Jammeh left tour and coming back, the same thing you would see.
ay police officers ay soldats sax.
Police officers, even the soldiers.
ay civil servant.
Civil servants.
dañoo ànd ak moom di ko support.
You'll go with him, supporting him.
so man su ma supporté suma parti.
So if I supported my party.
as a civil servant.
As a civil servant.
Yaya Jammeh moo njëkk a violate law bi moo ko njëkk a yaaxa.
Yaya Jammeh is the one who first violated the law.
moo njëkk a yaaxa loi bi.
He first violated the law.
waaw parce que dafa jël ay civil servant.
Because he took civil servants.
di jot resource government mutu government.
And he took government
di leen
resources.
fuel ay millions.
Fueling them amounting to millions.
waaw man daf maa fekk dex gi maa ko jàllale.
He used to find me in the provinces and I will cross him over.
dañ maa jox t-shirt ma leen bugguma ko.
They will give me a t-shirt and I'll tell them that I do not want
Yaya
it.
Jammeh du ma ko sol.
I will never put on Yaya Jammeh's t-shirt.
parce que bugguma ko.
Because I don't like
man
it.
su ma la buggul sa adde sax bugguma ko.
If I don't like you, I don't like your things.
even xaalis bi mu daan mayee ci tool bi sax suñ gaal yi sax man bugguma ko.
Even the money that he used to give on during the tour to the ferries. I
so
don't
loi bi
like
su
it.
yaaxoo Yaya Jammeh moo njëkk a yaaxa loi bi.
So if the law got violated, it is Yaya
dafa
Jammeh who
dem too
violated the
jël
law.
office yëpp yóbbu leen da nga am soxla sa ci office doo gis kenn.
He will go on tours and carry the entire office. You will want something from the office, you
Yep,
cannot have
talk
it.
so Yaya moo yaaxa loi bi.
So Yaya is the one who violated the law.
And you telling us that partisan politics was normal in the public service at the time, especially in favor of the APRC.
bon nag ñu mun a wax ne wane sa farloo ci wàlli politique lu fesoon la jamono boobu surtout nag ci fànni APRC bi ñu doon faral.
APRC lu fi nekk fii council ñoo ko fi def.
APRC, everything that is here, they did it.
ñun demoon nañ sax ba suñ port bi sax.
It got to a time, even at the port,
campagne materials Yaya Jammeh su ñëwee.
when Yaya Jammeh's campaign materials came in,
kii sax ñu ekkati jox la ko solu la ko dañoo bind sa tur.
when they gave you a t-shirt and you did not put it on, they will write your name.
dañ am benn kayit bu ñu ooyee blacklist.
There was a paper they call the blacklist.
may leen bu leen ma bind ci black may leen ma ci red list bi.
I told them, don't write my name on the black list, write it on the red list.
I will not put it du ma ko sol.
I will not put it on.
dama koo jël ma jël ko ma delloo la ko.
I will take it and throw it back at you.
bind nañ suma tur ba tey.
They wrote my name until they were fed up.
And what was the purpose of this blacklist?
lan moo taxoon ñuy binda tur ci kayit yooyu ñoo wax ne blacklist.
waaw parce que suñu la jëlee t-shirt soluloo ko.
Because when they issue with a t-shirt and you fail to put it on, they will write your name.
suñ paree ñu yóbbu ko managing director.
When they are done, they will take it to the managing director.
For what purpose?
waaw pour
luy woon jubluwaay bi.
pour target yow da nga against Yaya Jammeh.
To target you because you are against Yaya Jammeh.
parce que port bi dafa demoon extent boo dañ ko politicalize.
Because it got to a point where the port was politicized.
Yaya suñu la Kanilai da nga dem biyali Yaya Jammeh.
If Yaya Jammeh tells you Kanilai to go and farm for him,
jël liste di binda turi nit ñi.
they will take down a list. Each time they came to me, I told them, write down my name, but I will not farm for Yaya Jammeh. Why would I plow for Yaya Jammeh to eat? For what reason? Before that, I'll farm for myself. All the staff of the port used to go to Kanilai, but I cannot even tell you where Kanilai is situated.
In view of all this, what became your relationship with the management of the GPA at the time?
They hated me.
Could you take that again?
They hated me. They made me their enemy. Not all. It was only the managing director who hated me, who was fighting me.
He's very close to Yaya Jammeh.
Because he was very close to Yaya Jammeh.
And who was that?
Modlamin Jiba.
Modlamin Jiba.
Could you tell us what happened? Why are you saying this?
Because he was complaining a lot about me. He called me twice to his office and said to me, I have your complaints here. That you are an opposition, you are opposed to Yaya Jammeh. I said to him, yes, I am against him. I said to him, you are APRC, not so? You support him? But I cannot support him. We are not of the same direction, you and I. Even the prophet, not all like him. Not talk less of a president. Should everyone like the president? People can like him if at all he's a president who was straightforward, who was doing things that are right. They would like him, but still now you will have some who would not like him. And those who did not like him, I was among those. I cannot like him.
On 31st September 2011, did anything happen at the ferry terminal which led to a meeting between yourself and the then managing director of GPA?
January, September, atum 2011. Fanweeri fana benn weeri septembre boobu ndax am na dara loo xam ne xewoon na ba sabab nag ndaje boo xam ne daje nga ko ak kilifa googu jiite woon port bi foofu.
Yes, the managing director, Modlamin Jiba.
It was in 2011.
It was in 2011.
Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, what happened was that at that time, the Johe ferry was still in operation. I was on board the Johe ferry. When we loaded at Banjul, crossing over to Bara, we were in Bara, we discharged, and we were loading. I got a call. I received the call.
Security officer,
it was one security officer called Jobate.
Right now, America.
Right now, he's in America. He asked me, where are you now? I told him, we are here in Bara, we are loading, about to depart to Banjul. He said to me, as soon as you depart, I will be at the Banjul terminal waiting for you.
Okay.
I said to him, okay. He said to me, I've got a message for you. God willing, we landed at Banjul. The ferry discharged. All the vehicles came off. I came out of the ferry and onto the terminal. I found him standing. I told him, Jobate, here I am. He said to me, the MD has sent me that you should go and answer to him.
Who was MD at the time?
Jiba.
MD jamano joju.
Lamin Jiba.
Lamin Jiba.
Is he the same as Mamadou Lamin Jiba?
It's the full name, Mamadou Lamin Jiba.
Proceed, please.
I told him, go, I will come. I said to him, after we loaded, before the ferry departs, I will inform my boss that the MD needs me.
You referring to your conversation with Jobate, correct?
Yes.
Do you recall Jobate's full name?
I forgot his name, but at this time, he's not working. He's in America.
He was a senior officer, senior security officer.
He was a senior security officer at the GPA.
The interpretation kept saying he. What sex is Jobate, male or female?
Jobate security officer.
Jobate is male. He was a security officer.
Okay. So proceed, please.
I said to him, after the ferry has loaded, I will come.
So ferry load.
The ferry loaded. I told my boss that I am going to the MD's office. I wouldn't be able to join this trip. Let them go.
Head office.
I went to the head office. I climbed upstairs. I met the secretary. I said to the secretary, the MD has sent for me to meet him. The secretary said to me that he was busy. He got inside and checked.
Mr. Job
and said to him, Mr. Job has arrived. And he said, tell him to wait for me for a little while. There are people who are here to see me. I sat down there for a long time. When those people left, she got inside and spoke to him. She came out and he said to her, tell him to come in. I got up, knocked on the door, and he said to me, come in. I got inside. He told me to sit down, and I sat down. He took out one paper from inside his drawer. He said to me, I called you. He said to me, I've got your complaint here. He said to me, it's not once, it's not twice.
Okay, carry on.
I said to him, okay, carry on.
Lord, explain.
He started explaining. He said when Usenu Dabu is crossing over, I am the one that usually took him to the captain's bridge to sit down
VIP treatment
and give him a VIP treatment. I said to him, yes, that is true. I said to him, it's not just once. Each time he's crossing, and I am here, I used to take him to the captain's bridge to sit down. I said to him, Usenu is a Gambian. He pays tax. And he's an important person. There are some who are not so important, and they are crossing over and are going to the captain's bridge. And so to have someone as important as Usenu Dabo taken to the captain's bridge, and you telling me that I shouldn't do that. And he told me that he was informed that I was a dead opposition at the terminal. I said to him, yes, it's true. Whatever they said about me is true. I said to him, what I am doing, I am not hiding. Because they came and they gave you my complaint. Yes, those that will come and give you complaints about me. You've never called me. It is only today that you called me. And today, therefore, I shall tell you what is in my heart. And I told him what was in me.
Which was?
I told him, you called me. You told me the reason for your calling me. Each time Usenu passes, you are the one who took him to the captain's bridge.
Usenu is my party leader.
I told him that Usenu is my party leader. And any treatment that I can give him which will make him satisfied, I will give him.
I am managing director.
You are the managing director.
So, decide.
You decide. He pulled this drawer, took out one paper, and started to write.
It's not your concern.
I asked him, what about the note? And he told me, it's not your concern.
Okay.
I said to him, okay. He said, I will make sure that I victimize you.
Okay.
I said to him, okay. I said, I will wait for that day until it comes. He told me, you can go out and go. I went and realized that the ferry had got to Bara. I was on the ground there until the ferry returned. I continued my duties
until
the day I was to go on off.
Which was how many days thereafter?
3 days. 3 days. Of 3 days.
You work 3 days and take you off for 3 days.
3 days. So 3 days off day, terminal.
So during the course of the 3 days off, I came to the terminal. I was there until night time. And suddenly I saw 3 people coming. They were dressed in suit and tie. I know that they had described to them the clothes I was wearing because I was standing by the ram. They came up to where I was standing and they greeted me. I responded. But in my mind, I thought these people were just people who don't have a vehicle and they were wanting people.
You are Mr. Job.
He said he thought that these are people who wanted to cross.
Okay, thank you. And they asked me, are you Mr. Job? I said to them, yes. And they said we wanted to see you. I said, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I told them, let's go.
So you gain exit gate. We went
through the exit door where you have the mosque.
At this stage, did they tell you who they were?
No, at that time, they didn't tell me anything. They told me they only wanted to see me. So I went along with them and we went out. We went out just there at Wellington.
Former hotel Adonis.
At the Adonis, Basil Jawara's former hotel.
Why did you agree to go with them all the way to Adonis, leaving your duty station at the terminal?
I was on off duty. I just came to the terminal.
It's my off day by that time.
But that aside, why did you agree to go with them? These were strangers to you, weren't they?
Wow, but the way they are dressing, I'm not trusting them,
because it's the way I saw them, the way they were dressed, just to trust them. Behind their vehicles were lined up, all the way to the custom. There was an occasion that time. It was probably a gamo.
I'm a vehicle to cross.
In my mind, I thought they had a vehicle which they wanted to cross. You know, the work of someone at the terminal, each time you see someone, you think they have a vehicle they want to cross over. Behold, they had a pickup vehicle.
Hill Street for just Adonis.
The pickup was parked at Hill Street, close to Adonis.
Hill Street or Orange Street?
No, Hill Street.
No, Hill Street.
Adonis Fofu.
By Adonis.
That should be Orange Street.
Wow, Hill Street, Orange Street.
The same street.
So when
we got there, at the vehicle,
NIA officer,
they told me we are NIA officers.
when you left Mr. Jiba's office 3 days earlier, did he mention anything about the NIA? Remember, you told us he said, I will victimize you. Did he say anything about the NIA at that time?
Banga génné office MD bi Jiba jamono bobu nonu ñetti fan bala li di xew ndax jamono bobu tudalon na la dara lu aju ci mbir NIA fatale kul ne waxon na la ne dina la toroxal
waxon na mako.
Yes, he told me.
What did he say about the NIA?
Lan la wax ci mbir NIA
mu na man na make so ne NIA nañ la arrest.
He said to me, I will make sure that the NIA arrests you. That was where I separated from him and I went my way. But that statement did not surprise me. He did it.
So when you went with this gentleman to the vehicle and they told you that they were NIA officers, what came to your mind?
Banga ande ñooñu nak ñu wax la ne ñoom de waa liggéeykati NIA lañ yow lan nga xalaatoon jamono boobu lu ñëw sa xel mi.
Suma mind bi reflect na la ma waxoon.
My mind reflected back to what he had told me earlier.
Who told you?
Jiba li ma waxoon.
Na kan wax.
Li Jiba wax.
What Jiba said.
My mind reflect direct.
My mind reflected directly to it.
And what happened after that?
Lana xew nag gannaaw loolu.
Ci moto bi.
In the vehicle.
Taxaw ñoom ñëpp ñu taxaw.
They were all standing. They opened the door.
We are NIA officers.
They told me we are NIA officers.
You are under arrest.
You are under arrest. I said, yeah.
No problem.
No problem. I went inside and I was sandwiched. The driver started the engine.
So
we departed. We took a bend to the Buckle Street.
Plastic bag.
There they put 2 polythene bags over my head. We continued. Behold, all that time we were headed to the NIA. But all the time the vehicle was running. But when we arrived, I did not see. But how I heard the doors being opened and how they were cranking, I said to myself, we have arrived at the NIA. We arrived. When we were departing, I was handcuffed. I was handcuffed inside the vehicle. And then they put these 2 polythene bags over my head. When we arrived at the NIA, they brought me down. We got into the office. When we got into the office, they removed the handcuff. I found Fodebari there.
And Fodebari, what was he doing there?
Senior officer dal.
I don't know his position, but he was a senior officer. He was among the bosses there. I asked them, he said to them, you brought him?
Wow, that's the guy.
And they said to him, yes, this is the guy.
Are you suggesting that Mr. Barry knew that you were being brought to the NIA?
Mr. Barry in the NIA.
I'm sure.
Because he gave them the order, I am sure.
Send boss,
he was their boss there. Those who arrested me and those who tortured me are not the same. They brought me to his office.
That's the guy.
And they told him that is the guy. He told them to search me.
Both sides.
They searched me. They took out my wallet.
My papers, ID card,
my papers, my ID card were all inside.
My UDP membership card
My UDP membership card was also inside the wallet.
Principal evidence against you.
Clear, very clear evidence. Yes. It was inside my wallet. I said, you see what I'm telling you? This guy is headstrong.
Who said that? Who said that?
Fodebari himself. Said this guy is headstrong. You see what I was telling you? He said that they should take me. They took me to one office. I found one desk there. There were two chairs placed there also. I found 4 other boys.
They are tough guys.
They were tough guys. They were not small people. They were drunk there.
Do you know their names?
I don't know their names. It was in the night, and they were all dressed in masks. They were putting on masks. When they are doing these things, council, you would not be able to recognize them. One of them told me to sit down. As I was about to sit down, he kicked the chair, and I fell down. He told me to sit on the floor. He said to me, we've been tracking you for a long time, but today we have you.
When you were being sent to that office, did Fode and the others know what was going to happen to you?
Bañ la ebal ca beneen office ndax Fodé ak ñeneen ñi xamoon nañ li nga xam ne moo la faa dali.
Waaw yow Fodé xam na loolu.
Yes, Fodé knows that.
Waaw parce que jox na leen order already.
Yes, because he gave the order already.
ñi ma indi.
Those that brought me.
jox leen order ne suñ ma yóbbu rek ba xamuma ci ñooñu rek mu wax leen liñ ma war a def.
He gave them the order that once they handed me to the others, he will tell them what next to do.
Mr. Job, you are under oath, and this is very important. Speak the absolute truth.
Mr. Job, danga wadde te li bunta bi lu am solo la waxal ñu dëgg bi ci nekk.
What did Fode say to make you believe that he knew that you were going to be tortured?
Lan la Fode wax ba tax nga gëm ne moom xam na ne dañoo dem pour dóor la.
Waaw parce que moo ñëwee office am.
Because when I came to his office,
mu ne ma suma tàggoo yow.
He said to me, after I part ways with you, even your wife, you will be useless to her.
Who told you that?
Fode himself.
Which Fode?
Fode Barry.
This is your testimony.
Yeah. This is what he said to me when I part ways with you. In fact, he spoke to me in Mandinka.
Can you tell us what he said in Mandinka?
What he told me in Mandinka is, after we part ways, even your wife, you will not have any use for her. That was what he said to me from his own mouth.
How did you understand that to mean? Or what do you understand that to mean at the time?
Because the way they beat me up and the suffering they caused me.
After he said that, what happened? Did he say anything else after he said that?
After he handed me over and they took me,
so you hand over to an office.
So they handed me over to another office.
It was a night time.
That was in the night.
At around what time?
Around 11 to 12.
Between 11 and 12.
Why torture bangi door 1 a.m.
But the torture started at 1 a.m. After they beat me.
So that office, how many did you find there? You said, was it 3 or 2?
Office wo bañ la fa yobbo ñaata nit nga fa fekk ñetta wala ñaar
ñenti ponkal la fa fekk.
I found 4 hefty men there.
And you said they were drinking alcohol.
Yeah, mandi.
Nga ne ñu ngi doon mandi.
Ñu ngi tekkee ci sangara.
They placed a keg of alcohol.
What type? What kind of alcohol?
Ban façon sangara la.
Guinness. I had liquor.
There was Guinness, there was hard liquor, whiskey. You will see all of those in bottles placed.
Okay, and you were saying that they asked you to sit and they kicked the chair from under you and you fell down.
Yeah.
Would you take it from there? What happened next?
After I fell, they told me to undress.
Undress?
I undressed. After, I packed my clothes.
Were you left with any item of clothing on you?
I had my underwear on.
Did they ask you to remove that too?
No.
No. No.
And then what happened after that?
Then they started to beat me up.
With what?
I leave. I leave.
Leaf.
Leaf
is just like Geni Lemar.
We leaf.
Yeah.
Sandal Mori inde ami.
Truncheon.
Sandal Mori Senegal inde ami.
Truncheon.
Leaf was a flexible leaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they started beating me up with truncheons. After beating me up, at that time, there were some cigarette packets that were placed on the table there. I sat on the floor again. They told me to stretch my legs. I stretched my legs. So after they smoke their cigarettes, they will put off the cigarette butt on my legs.
Where on your legs? Yeah, it's yes. I can see some marks. Perhaps maybe you can get closer to the commissioner's table and show them some of the marks. Thank you very much, Mr. Job. As at this time, did you sustain any injuries from the beatings in which they used the leaf?
But I found injuries on my arm.
Up till now, I have injuries on my body. Because I'm getting older. And I'm feeling pains.
But at the time, did you suffer any lacerations or bruises on your body?
Jamono bobu nak ndax amna yen dog wala ay brosse yo xamne am nga ko sa yaram bi
suma bir yaram bi suma yapp bi dafa ticcu won ci bir suma bir yaram bi dafa ticcu na tan so duma na tida sa comfortable be legi so duma nelaw gudi.
Yes, I had some lacerations. I couldn't sleep in the night.
Ma tida sa be bor set duma nelaw.
I will lie down until daybreak and I will not be able to sleep. They took me back to the cell.
This was after putting out cigarette butts on you.
Do
you recall how many cigarette butts they put out on your body?
Dem na over 10 to 15 sticks dal.
It was more than 15 sticks.
You are the ashtray.
Because the boy told me that you are the ashtray.
So you take a packet of cigarette.
So they place cigarette packets there, Piccadilly. They will smoke. After they are done, they will put off the butt on my
body. Were you
still,
at this stage, were you in handcuff or you hands were free?
At that time, they removed the cuffs. When I arrived was when they removed the cuffs from my hands. That was when they told me to get up. I dressed up and they took me away. So as we were going, We went to the freezer. There was a bucket of mayonnaise which was there, and there was water in it. It was very cold. That is what they will take and pour on the cell floor, on the tiles, and that was where I would lie down. That was where I got chronic pneumonia. And because I work at the sea, it makes it even worse. Up till date.
How many days were you made to sleep on that cold floor?
Over
2 months. For over 2 months, I was under detention.
But the very first night that you were taken for torture, apart from being beaten with leaf and cigarette butts being put out on your feet, or on your legs rather, did they do anything to you? Did they use any other form of torture against you?
Well, yes.
Yes,
there was one which they did to me, which was very painful.
Tell us about it.
They electrocuted me on my private part. They electrocuted it. That was why what Fore told me, that I will be useless to my wife. That was since my... Sorry.
I am finished.
Sorry. My wife left since after that. Council, I'm finished. If we got to the restroom, I could show you the extent of the injuries. Up till date, that is with me.
Positive and negative.
They put the positive and negative.
Red and black.
The red and black. Everything they put on my body. Up till date, I am suffering from the consequences.
They electrocuted you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You lost your manhood as a result.
Yeah.
Up till date.
Your wife left you.
Yeah.
Yes, my wife left.
Were they saying anything when they were electrocuting you?
Yes, just as I told you. Yes, when we are done with you, even your wife, you will be useless to her. You will leave this place, and that will be the end of you. I have only one child, a daughter. I named her after my sister.
Afterwards, they took you back to the cell and poured cold water on the floor, and you were asked to lie on that floor all night.
ñu dugalaat la ca seel ba jël ndoxum galaas sotti ko ci dar bi ne nga tëdd ci fanaan ci ba bër set.
That was what I used to do. There was no way you had to do it. In the end, I used to undress my shirt and I would spread it so that it would soak in some of the water. Between the cell door, that's where I used to put it.
As far as you know, Who was supervising your torture?
Ci yow ci li nga xam kan moo doon jiite mitital yooyu ñu la doon def.
yëpp Fodé Barry la.
All of it was Fodé Barry.
lu ma dal yëpp moom la parce que daf ma ko wax.
All that happened to me is the cause because he told me.
ni ma la ko waxee ci soose.
Just as I told you in Mandinka.
ni pare tey la musoo fa ay tee na fa laal.
If I'm done, if in your wife, you will have no use for her.
So loolu la gars yi toppoon instruction boobu lañ toppa.
So that was the instruction they followed.
For how long were you at the NIA premises?
yan diir nga nekk foofu ci NIA bi.
maa ngi fa ñaari weer.
I was there for 2 months.
How many times were you tortured How many times were you tortured during those 2 months?
jamono ñaari weer yi nga fa nekk yëpp ñaata yoon lañ la def metital yi.
door nañ ma ñeneenti yoon.
They beat me up 4 times.
Every guddi.
Every night.
1 a.m.
1
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
te di ma dee indi.
And then they'll bring me back.
lekk sax duma ko daan mun a am.
I was unable to have food.
maa ngi musta fàttaliku fu ma lekkee.
I remembered where I ate.
benn security guard man xawma turam sax.
It was one security guard. I don't even know his name.
am na jigéen yu daan jaay foofu lekk ci Independence Drive foofu.
There were some women who sold food along the Independence Drive.
su gaa yi wàccee nii guddi.
That guy, when they close work during the night,
kooku xawma ko sax.
I don't even know him.
am naa dafa am suma sympathie.
I think he just sympathized to me.
moom security la ci bunta bi.
He's a security.
waaw mun naa mu xam ma daal mun naa am tamit ma xam nobody knows daal.
It could be he knew me. Nobody knows.
kooku dafa dem jënd half mburu.
He would go and buy half bread.
and rab ko ci kayit ak ñebe. buro ñebe.
Put in some beans there.
daf ko ci poosam.
And then put it inside his pocket.
suy doxantu ci biir area bi ñëw suma boor ci biir area bi foofu rek mu sànni ko ci biir sel bi.
When he walks around until he gets to where I was, he will throw it inside the cell.
mu ne ma trial nga lekka.
And then he will tell me, brother, try and eat.
half mburu lañ la defal ak mayonnaise.
They will give you half loaf of bread with some mayonnaise.
door nañ la ba pare yóbbuwaat la suñ la yóbbu lañ la jox half bread ak mayonnaise.
They beat you up and take you, and when they are taking you, they will give you half bread.
bu dee bàyyi na ma su la nee sax nga hunger strike.
If you want, you could go on a hunger strike.
Who told you that?
bu dee ci boppam.
la wax loolu.
Which Fodé are you referring to?
su la nee sax nga hunger strike.
Fodé Barry said to me, if you wish, you could go on a hunger strike.
boy bi suma xaalis sang fi. I have my money here. dem leen ngeen jëndal ma ci lekka mu ne ma non.
I told him I have my money with me, go and buy me food, and he said no.
So about $400 to $600, something like that.
I had between $400 and $600
suma biir kalpe.
inside my wallet.
waaye bu ma jógee foofu sax xaalis boobu sax gisuma ko.
But when I left that place, I did not even see that money.
Did you have a prior personal problem with Fodé Barry?
ndax Fodé Barry balaa loolu dafa am benn jotee boo am ak moom.
waaw mun naa am nag parce que xam na ma bu baax xamante nañ moo nekk CID.
It could be because we are well acquainted when he was a CID.
ñoom Mbaye Ndiaye CID ak yooyu noonu.
That time, people like Mbaye Ndiaye were CID and others.
yàgg na trop.
It was a long time.
waaw mun naa am sax dafa am something against me.
It could be that he had something against me.
du ñàkk.
It could be.
mun naa possible.
It is possible.
But on this occasion, you were arrested because you were a UDP militant.
jamono jooju nag moom dañ la arrest rek ngir nekk yow da nga farandoo ak UDP.
Yes, that's it.
loolu moom suma main problème ak ñoom.
That was my main problem with them.
So apart from these 4 incidents of torture, you were never tortured again at the NIA?
bañ la yóbboo NIA nag gannaaw ñeneenti bés mitital yi nga wax nii amul benn mitital buñ la defaat gannaaw loolu.
waaw ñeneenti dóor yëpp 4 times yu daal foofu la am.
Yes, the 4 beatings was all.
You said you suffered injuries.
nga ne da nga am ay gaañu gaañu.
Were you taken to the hospital?
yóbbu nañ la lopitaan.
non musuma dem lopitaan.
No, I never went to the hospital.
after man maa doon yóbbu maa doon dem sama treatment.
After, I was the one
suma kayitu bari sax dafa
taking myself for treatment.
I had
my medical papers, but they are lost because I misplaced them. It's been a long time. There are some that I handed over here.
Thank you very much. After 2 months, were you released?
2 months, after 2 months.
After the 2 months,
we
were taken to mile 2. We were taken to remand.
Were you taken before any court?
I have never been to any court.
What was the basis of your being taken to remand?
Because they took me from the NIA to remand. Because at the NIA, I was unable to take a bath. There was no place I could take a bath. But when I was taken on to remand, that was where I was able to have access to water. Because the clothes I wore were all destroyed. One of the boys I met at the remand, he was the one who borrowed me trousers and a shirt. He said to me, my older brother, try and put on these because you cannot continue putting on the ones you have on you. I was there for 1 month. So we were there, and then one day they came. They came with a list.
Who came?
Prison officer.
The prison officers. They came with a list. When they came in, there were many people in remand. There were some whose names were on the list, and they had come to call them out. So when they came, they called those ones. Whoever's name is being called, you stand aside. I was called. I went and joined the group, and they told me, no, you stand this other way. Your problem and these people's problem is different. So after they assembled those guys until they were done, they put them on board a truck. I think they were taking them to court. I don't even know what their problem is. So after they were done, they called me. They said to me, come. I went with them. They took me to another office out of remand. They told me to sit down. They brought out one paper. And they asked me to sign it. I asked, what am I going to sign? I will not sign this.
I'm not a prisoner. I'm
not a prisoner. I am not sentenced.
I'm just detention line on the remand.
I am a detainee at the remand. So I will not sign this. I sat down. After they were done, they took me back.
So after 1 week.
I think after 1 week.
So they were released from the remand finally.
That was when I was finally released from the remand. They didn't take me to court. They didn't do anything to me. They took me out. They told me to go out. I went outside to the highway.
10 o'clock.
Around 10 o'clock. I went by the cemetery, by Palm Grove. Went to the seaside. I took a bath.
From Palm Grove for Wadna,
From Wadna, I walked along the beach. Until I got to the beach in Banjul. I went to our home.
During all this time, were your family members aware of where you were?
Jamono joju yep nak ndax sa mbokk yi xamone nañ fi nga nekk.
Waaw kenn rek xamone nako mari. Suma ben jarbaat.
One niece of mine knew where I was, and her name was Mary.
Koku ngey say Dakar.
She married in Dakar.
Problem fi la ko fekka.
But the problem found her here.
Koku mo daan ñew di ñew seet si.
She was the one that usually came to visit me.
Waaye seet na ma fu na ñaari yoon.
She visited me, I think, twice. That was when she was stopped from coming.
But apart from this marriage, did you see any of your family members while you were in detention?
Gannaaw mari mi nak jamono jiñ la tiyé fofu ndax gisoon nga kenn ci sa mbokk yi?
My biological sister said that each time she came, they never allowed her to come in. We are from the same mother and father. Each time she comes, they used to tell her that he's not here.
How about your wife at the time?
Sa jabar nak jamono bobu?
Orna cancel. Find a way.
She found her way.
So, when you finally made it home, did you go to the hospital?
Bañ la bayé nak ba nga ñibbi ndax demoon nga l'hôpital?
Waaw demoon na l'hôpital pour check sama bopp.
Yes, I went to the hospital to check myself.
Dama dem ñu check ma.
Each time I used to go for checkup.
Ñu ma jox garab.
And I was given some medication. So when I go, they prescribe for me and I will buy. Because you cannot get all of it at the hospital during that time.
And what happened to your job?
After I fired.
I was fired.
When were you fired?
2011. 2011.
You were arrested in September. When were you fired?
Biñ la arresté wéru septembre la won. Ban wér la ci at momu ci lañ la daha.
I cannot recall.
It was 2011 dal.
But it was in 2011.
Mr. Chair, I have only one subject, one more topic to deal with. That is his last encounter with the PIU in April 2016. So perhaps we can leave it at that for now, and we will take that subject after lunch.
That's okay, my counsel. We can proceed them accordingly. Thank you. We will take a 1-hour lunch break and come back at 2:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.